Modern Dude Chat is presented by the guys at Beard Supply. Go check out beardsupply.com. They got all the good stuff to make your skin feel good and your beard look fresh. It's summer. It's heating up. You're going to be out in public. Be sure to go check out beardsupply.com. Beard care for a wild life.
Hey guys, welcome to the Modern Dude Chat podcast. We're your hosts, Cody and Chuck. We've got another great episode this week. I'm not crying. You're crying, and that's because of sports. So stay tuned.
You know nothing, Cody Murphy, because winter is coming.
Oh, snap.
Winter is here. On this episode, we are going to drink some whiskey, get a little music in us, talk Disney Plus, Game of Thrones is back, SpaceX is at it again, and we're talking about two sports legends, Tiger Woods and Dirk Nowitzki. Stay tuned.
Goats.
We got a good one. I think that's accurate. Goats.
Goats.
Yeah. So be sure to listen throughout the episode. There will be an ad for Beard Supply. Take that code. Go to beardsupply.com. Get you some good stuff.
Makes your beard feel good.
Yeah. Skin, beard feel good.
Yeah, the ladies like it.
The ladies like the smell and like a nice, soft beard to land on. So get that code. Go to beardsupply.com. Now, let's get it. Oh man, hey, if you can't tell, this is Modern Dude Chat. We are fired up
Super excited
for Game of Thrones. So no Ric Flair woo for you this week.
Hey, just to let everybody know how dedicated we are to this podcast, we're missing Game of Thrones right now to record this podcast.
And because of that, we have exiled ourselves from social media. So we don't know what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
We're in our own little bubble. But yeah, so
I mean, we're dedicated though, right? That's pretty...
Sure, yeah, we'll go with that.
Dedication.
Dedicated, 100%. We're just humming.
I wish I was watching.
We're humming the tune to ourselves and watching videos to get ready. But yeah, so new episode Modern Dude Chat. And got anything this week? Did you do anything awesome?
Oh, I did. It rained a lot Saturday.
Okay.
So I went to the barbershop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took my son and myself to the barbershop down the street. Got cleaned up. He had a school dance that night, so he had to get all, fresh and clean.
Oh yeah, got to look good for the ladies.
And then I jumped in the chair after him, so that was nice. Barbershop visit is always nice.
Nice, cool. Why are you laughing?
Because you said nice, cool.
I don't go to like a traditional barbershop like you, so I don't know what the experience is.
You should.
Like.
It's nice. We'll talk about that more.
When someone says, I went to the barbershop, I'm like, okay, I go to Sports Clips and I just watch the TV and
Good night, Chuck. That's the worst place you could go.
Hey, no, time out.
Are we about to do this?
So we got more coming later on this at another time, but since you're going to go there, I love my local Sports Clips. There's one lady that does my hair there, and she's fantastic. Okay. So I'm not hating now on the whole of Sports Clips.
Okay.
There's an exception.
Okay.
Anyways.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. I actually went to Eric Church concert. So he was in Dallas on the Double Down tour at the AAC.
Did you happen to get a church at the concert, Chuck?
A what?
A shirt.
A shirt? A church at the church?
Did I say a church?
Yeah, no,
a shirt.
Actually,
did you happen to get a shirt?
I did. So Eric Church is sponsored by Jack Daniels, and I am rocking the
it's a nice shirt.
Jack Daniels and Eric Church shirt.
I'm digging it.
So it was a really good show. He goes all in. We've been looking forward to seeing him for a couple years now. We finally snagged some tickets that were reasonably priced, and it was awesome. But before the show, which you can go on the Modern Dude Chat Instagram. They had, so me and my wife were trying to get a beer before the show, and one of the bars at the AAC, the line was like out the door in the hallway.
Yeah.
And I'm walking by, I was like, damn, we want a beer when we get the party started.
And you want it now.
Right. And then I look off to the side, and there's like what looks like, I don't know, like an arcade machine almost. It's got taps and handles and screens behind it, and there's a lady there standing. So I walk over, 'cause I'm like, okay, if there's taps, there's got to be beer in it, right? So I go over and talk to her, and she's like, oh, yeah, you can get a beer right here. No line at all. It's like, I described it as like a beer vending machine. So she took my card. I asked her, 2 beers. Now, it was like a Budweiser machine, so you only had Budweiser or Bud Light. Limited options, but when you're at a concert and the line's out the door, this will work in a pinch. Anyway, she scans my card, and it puts money on her account or whatever, and it prints out this little barcode sticker. Slap it on the cup, scan it to the machine, unlocks the tap, and you just fill your cup up, and then it counts down your money, so it tells you how many ounces you're getting, and it also counts down your money of what you put in. And so like at the end of it, my wife's filled up perfect.
It's like,
so like ounces go up, money goes down.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I got so my phone overloaded my cup, and I still had like 25 cents left, and the lady like supervising or whatever, she's like, oh, you still got 25 cents? Just take a big old swig and get the rest of your money's worth. So I was like, okay. So I took another swig, and she topped it off.
Nice.
And I had never seen that before, so I thought it was pretty sweet invention there.
Heck yeah.
But anyway, that's on the Modern Dude Chat Instagram page if you want to go see a video of it. Pretty cool. But yeah, so leading into that.
Yeah. What do we got?
I'm stepping up for the first time with our drink of the week.
Oh, Chuck showing up with some what?
So
what'd you show up with?
So someone who listens to the show recommended, they know we drink whiskey from time to time.
So we got our first recommended whiskey.
Yes, and that's as far as I'm going to go on who recommended it.
I just spilled the beans. Sorry, it was whiskey.
Yeah, it is a whiskey, and that's as far as I want to go on who recommended it. But it was recommended by a listener.
Nice.
And it is Old Smoky Tennessee whiskey, salted caramel. So salted caramel whiskey. Caramel.
Okay.
How do you say it? How do you say it?
Oh, how do I say it?
Yeah, how do you say
Chuck always
caramel?
says stuff weird. I'm about to get Chuck. Really good.
Ask me how to say orange.
So
no,
I say caramel. I say caramel.
Yeah, caramel.
No, caramel.
No,
caramel.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing. It's caramel.
Caramel. How do you say orange, Chuck?
Orange.
Orange.
It's a hard R. Orange.
Okay.
No.
So caramel.
So, anyway,
caramel whiskey.
Yeah, caramel.
I love it, Chuck. Chuck has
caramel whiskey. So anyway, it's Old Smoky, Tennessee, salty caramel. Damn it! Now you're gonna have me looking at this damn word
you said
all
caramel.
the time. Salted.
You said caramel.
Salted caramel whiskey.
Or caramel.
It's gonna sound like shit. Anyway, it's flavored whiskey from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. So, have you had this before?
I haven't. Typically don't drink flavored whiskey.
Right.
I've
had
other than slow and low,
and I like them.
But
I know you're not.
I'm open to it for sure. Honestly, salted caramel is like.
It smells great.
I'm down with salted caramel.
But you've had Old Smoky though before.
Oh yeah, I've had the moonshine.
Yeah, they have a moonshine.
They have flavored moonshines.
Yeah, they have like a moonshine line, so they have a few different, which I think I've had.
Yeah,
a couple of. I've never had any of their whiskey, and they have quite a few flavored whiskeys as well. So yeah, this was recommended to us. It smells great.
Nice. I'm excited.
We're going to try it out. So.
I am excited about salted caramel. In general,
there's a pecan one out there. We might have to feature another time that is dangerous because it is so good.
Okay.
But in the way it's
same Old Smoky.
No, it's a different brand. But we'll try different. But the smell reminded me of it. So
nice.
If it tastes the same, we're in trouble.
All right. So you already poured us a glass, right?
I did. We're ready to go.
I'm smelling it.
And
it smells delicious.
Did you smell with your mouth or your nose, like what we were taught?
Oh, Ryan Wheat.
Yeah, Ryan, episode 11. Go
Thanks,
check it
Ryan.
out. Yes,
Thanks
Ryan wisened us up.
Okay, I'm going to smell with my mouth now.
Oh, it smells like those little those little candies
Salted caramels,
that Grandma used to have.
Oh, the what are those called?
I don't know, but you had the little glass bowl. You always go to Grandma's house.
Is it Werther's?
She's got
Starts with a W.
She had butterscotch and caramel blocks.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Anyways, it smells just like that.
All right, you ready?
I'm excited.
Cheers
okay,
to you.
let's do it. Clinking the glasses.
Always.
Tastes like candy. With a little kick.
Ooh. That's bad news in a good way. That's dangerous. That is good.
That is really good.
Oh, strong.
Nice. Whoever recommended that, thanks.
Recommendations coming in strong.
Good stuff.
So, yeah, Old Smoky, salty caramel whiskey. Yeah, that's what we're drinking. We're
Tennessee whiskey. Where is it? Is it out of Tennessee?
Tennessee whiskey. Did you say what?
Yeah, it is.
What?
Sorry. It's based out of Tennessee.
Yeah, Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
You know,
do you
some
not,
people
do you not listen when I talk? What is going on that side over there?
Some people throw like Kentucky bourbon in the name, and it's not actually from Kentucky. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Okay. No, I checked the label before I brought it to you. This is Tennessee, 100%.
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
God, you do never listen to me.
Okay. Hey, good recommendation.
Yeah. So always good drink.
This could get
good music. This is where you come in.
Okay. Good music.
Yeah.
You got anything this week?
No.
Other than Eric Church?
No.
Okay.
If you like Eric Church, go listen to Eric Church. That's my recommendation.
So, real quick, we're not going to go long.
Okay.
Shovels and Rope came out with a new album.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody's ever heard of them.
I have not.
Really good.
And do I need to add to the list?
You should add it to the list. You've heard of Shovels and Rope.
Is it one of those like I don't know who
It's
sings
a husband and wife,
but I would know
duo.
the song kind of thing?
Yeah, for
Okay.
sure. Husband and wife duo, really good. Shovels and Rope. It would actually go really well with this Tennessee Old Smoky whiskey. So they came out with a new album. It's called My Blood, I believe. Really good. I got halfway through it and then got locked up and kids and other stuff this weekend. And then the other album that I want to shout out is...
I'm just laughing because I just spilled beer on myself.
Oh, way to go. So Chuck's drinking whiskey and beer.
I'm double fisting over here tonight. All right. Sorry to interrupt. All right. Shovels and Rope, and then you're going
and
into...
then Khalid has a new album.
Yeah, I did see that one. I listened to a little bit of it.
He's from El Paso, Texas. I think everybody's heard of him by now.
I did not know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I didn't know he was
Like
from
for
El
a-
Paso. Like I knew who he is, and I listened to his music, but I didn't know he was from El Paso.
Yeah, another Texas boy.
Nice. Okay.
So Khalid, I've listened to a little bit of that as well. Really good. My kids are into that. Good stuff. So Shovels and Rope, some good new tunes, and Khalid released his album. I think it was about a week ago or so.
Since we were discussing
really stuff.
speech impediments, is it Khalid or Khaled?
So I did my research before.
Because I always say Khaled.
I did my research before the podcast.
Okay.
It's Khalid.
Okay.
And I did it specifically for that.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to sound like an idiot when I got on here and be like, oh, yeah, Khaled. Khaled just came out with a new album.
Yeah, because when you say that, people are confused. Like, is it Khaled or is it
Khalid.
DJ?
I heard Khalid.
Or is it DJ Khaled?
No.
So is it DJ Khalid or is it just
Just Khalid.
So it's DJ Khaled and Khalid.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Khalid. That's what I heard, at least.
That's a cluster. Okay.
It's just Khalid.
Khalid.
But anyways.
Khalid has new music out.
Hey guys, real quick, I want to talk about Beard Supply. Beard Supply produces all-natural beard care products inspired by adventure to help keep your beard healthy, soft, tamed, and itch-free. We carry a wide range of products, anywhere from beard oils, beard balms, beard soap, wash, mustache wax, grooming tools, and kits. You name it, if it helps your beard feel better and look stronger, we have it. For a limited time, use code MDC Podcast to receive 20% off your first purchase. That's MDC Podcast, no spaces. Go to beardsupply.com and take advantage now. That's beardsupply.com, beard care for a wild life.
Yeah, and on this episode, we're going to it's more going to be like an update episode because we got some stuff we want to talk about that we've touched on in previous episodes, and we just got some more information. And I think probably one of the number one things that happened this week is Disney dropped information on their streaming service, Disney Plus.
Dropping it like it's hot.
Oh my goodness.
Dropping it like it's hot.
I cannot wait. So, November 12th, 2019 is when Disney Plus will be available.
It's coming.
And
We've talked about it. We've warned everybody.
Yeah.
We told everybody.
Yeah, we've been waiting. We told y'all it's coming. And then we also kind of talked about the price point, and it's came out $6.99 a month.
$6.99 a month.
$6.99
for all the content you can have with Disney.
Yeah, all the
you know
Disney
what?
you can
And I want to.
handle.
Whenever you mention the word Disney, I think immediately everybody thinks animated cartoon movies.
Right. You think
oh, kids, right?
you think the old cartoon Disney movies,
Yeah.
Disney World, the little characters.
Right.
You think of all that.
That's what
yeah.
everybody thinks, right?
Yeah.
There's so much more.
But
that Disney
and
has
that's
to
kind of
offer.
what we talked about before. I mean, they
Right.
have
And we're not going to go into it.
No,
that
but they
much,
have the animated movies, the live action movies. They have a lot of properties that aren't typically related to Disney. They have Star Wars now, Marvel, all the Fox stuff. So they have plenty of content.
Oh yeah.
Not
All
just kid
for
movies.
$6.99 a month.
$6.99 a month, and they also are going to have the option where you can pay a yearly price
Okay.
of $69.99, which comes out to roughly $5.80 a
Unlimited
month.
content.
Yep,
All year
so you can
long.
play monthly, or if you want to pay yearly, you get a bit of a discount.
I love it.
So
I mean, I'm paying $69.
oh
right off the
man,
bat,
and listen.
calling it a day.
And so, as far as platforms, the only thing confirmed so far is that it's going to be on Roku and PS4.
Okay.
But just Disney being Disney and the reach they have, I would expect them to be on everything.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
I ain't too worried about what they're going to show up for. And yours truly has a PS4, so I'm already in the game, you old Xbox lover.
Hey, you know what? I have Roku's all up in my house.
You know what?
Roku's all up in the house,
Side note, GameStop was running like a new their April sale or whatever, and they were giving a certain amount on like turning your system in. And my PS4 is the older model,
Yeah.
and I think it's starting to crap out on me. I almost
That's funny. My Xbox isn't crapping out on me.
almost turned my PS4 in and got an Xbox. And then I looked,
What?
and then I,
Oh, that would have been great.
yeah, but then I looked at the game lineup and I was like, no, I'm going to keep my PS4 exclusives. Anyway, so
I hope it craps out.
Disney Plus, and just to give a little bit of an idea of what kind of content we're looking at, they announced there's going to be some live action series. There's going to be. They're making a Star Wars series based on it's called The Mandalorian, and that's like one of the bounty hunters. Like it's a bounty hunter Star Wars
Okay, yeah.
show. So
I remember you telling me about that.
yeah, kind of like Boba Fett in the original.
Yeah.
He's a Mandalorian bounty
Yeah,
hunter.
yeah.
And it's going to be a series, I guess, kind of like that character.
That's great.
And they're also
Live action.
Yeah, that'll be a live action series.
Dude.
And then they're also doing other live action series, which include like Marvel, Falcon, and Winter Soldier, but they're going to use the guys that played those characters in the movies. So those guys are going to be in this show, and they're also doing a Loki series with Tom Hiddleston.
I dig it.
And then they're also doing a Wanda, or with the red character.
Scarlett Johansson.
No. The witch lady. I think her name's Scarlet Witch. She's with Vision, the robot AI guy. She does all the red like mind tricks and stop shit in the air. Anyway, I can see you thinking real hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking real hard right now. Why can I not think of that?
But she is going. Her and Vision are going to have their own series too. So there's multiple
Okay.
Marvel series, and they're all going to use the actors from the movie. So they're not going to replace people. It's going to be the same people we've been watching. And then
Nice.
animated series, they're making a Monsters Inc. animated series, and it's supposed to be after the original.
Dude.
And they're going to use again same voices.
It's a winner.
John Goodman and them are going to be the same voices.
Really?
In the series. They're also doing a Marvel animated What If series, which is, what if, I think the first one is what if Captain America never got his powers and it went to somebody else.
Really?
So it's like alternate universe kind of, so that's what it is. It's Marvel What If. So,
I love it.
what if Tony
that's
Stark,
innovative.
what if Tony Stark was the Hulk instead of Iron Man? Like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's going to be different, same characters.
And there's
but
no telling how you could branch off from that and just create all kinds
yeah,
of
all
nuts
kinds of stuff.
series.
And then, of course, they're also gonna do some of their own live action, or not live action, but just Disney Plus movies. So you see the live action movies in the theater, like Lion King, Aladdin, all that. And I think the first one they're doing is Lady and the Tramp. So maybe some of the smaller properties, the classic properties,
Crazy.
not big enough for theater, they're gonna roll out movies on Disney Plus.
Wow.
And then, of course, to finish it off, you have all the new movies from Disney and Marvel will be on there. So Captain Marvel, Dumbo, Endgame, Aladdin, Lion King, all those will be on Disney Plus when it rolls out in November. And then, of course, all their back stuff. And all Disney Channel movies, Disney Channel series, like the old ones, like maybe like Boy Meets World is going to be on there.
Yeah.
They're going to have all 30 seasons of The Simpsons, so all the Simpsons episodes will be on there. And so, I don't know, loaded with content. But they came out with all the information regarding Disney Plus, everything we've been waiting on, and it's going to freaking rock worlds.
It is.
Come November, and I can't wait.
Speaking of rocking worlds, Netflix market value dropped $8 billion after Disney announced.
Yeah, after the announcement, Netflix plummeted $8 billion.
Billion.
And Disney skyrocketed up $25 billion. Now, here's the little, I don't know if this impacts it or not, but there was 2 new trailers dropped for Disney movies this week.
True.
The first one, I think it was in order. I think the first one, we got our first full preview of The Lion King.
Yes.
Oh,
it was great.
Dude.
Yes, man.
Dude.
Everybody's been waiting.
Everything I could have possibly wanted. I think there was some outrage.
I watched it a lot of times, over and over.
I think there was some outrage about Scar, but
There was.
I thought Scar looked badass. So
I'll be honest. Initially, when I first saw Scar, I was like, "Oh, he doesn't look like Scar."
yeah.
But then I got over it real quick. I was like,
oh,
"This is live action.
dude,
It's like new age Scar." And I'm with it. I'm with it.
And they're doing like Dumbo was not like the original,
Right.
But this one, it's like scene for scene.
Yeah.
Which in some situations maybe you don't want that, but for Lion King, I want to see it almost the exact same. And when they did the Timon and Pumbaa and Simba, yes, I love it.
Oh yeah.
When they're going like
they're walking through the song
in the old movie, they're singing Hakuna Matata and they're growing
slowly
up.
getting older.
And they did that, and at the end with old
Seth Rogen is Pumbaa, right?
Yes, and they're singing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight" at the end. Dude, so good. Yeah. It's do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I can't get. Oh yeah, there you go.
We bum we. So yeah,
I can't wait, man.
And then Disney said, "We're not done yet. We're gonna show you the first trailer for the end of the Skywalker saga, Star Wars Episode 9, called Rise of Skywalker." And this one, it's the end of all, like, when you think of Star Wars episodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is the end of like Skywalker. So Luke, Han, Leia, Rey, Finn, all this is the end. So there's anything after this will be different stories or different spin-offs, but this is the end of like the Skywalker, Anakin, Luke, whatever it is, this is the end. So in 1 year, we're going to have the end of Game of Thrones, end of the Avengers, and end of Star Wars Skywalker saga. So
nuts.
And the trailer was awesome because at one point, Rey is in a desert, flips out her lightsaber, and does like this backflip somersault going up against a TIE fighter. And I was like, loved it.
All the feels.
And at the very end, you hear this laugh in the background, and what they've confirmed is that it is Emperor Palpatine, who was supposed to die in episode 6 by Darth Vader.
Controversy.
Is back in some way, form, fashion. So Disney just dropping bombs this last week.
So what you're saying is that could have tweaked possibly the skyrocketing 25.
I'm saying it may or may not
helped boost it.
It honestly probably did not help boost it.
Probably
but
not. The
still,
Disney Plus announcement.
Disney
alone,
Plus is enough by itself.
Groundbreaking.
But Disney's just like, hey, while we're rolling stuff out, let's give them all.
Let's hit them with it all.
Yeah, let's give it all to them. So yes, Disney again is
it's a little update.
Doing Disney things. Yep. So we told you when we found out more information, we deliver, and
we're gonna keep rolling that out, man. I mean,
so tonight we've already talked about it. Game of Thrones, winter is here.
We're itching to get out of here.
Yes.
Honestly, I am like so tempted to pull it up on my computer right now and just kind of like start watching it secretly. But I'm not gonna do it.
We had some personal conflict on whether or not we want to do this because I think we were both dying. And knowing now, so at the time we were recording this, it's over. Yeah. And we know we can't get on the internet or can't get on social media. And I think you already got a text from your wife that it was awesome.
She already confirmed it was badass.
So we're like, okay, we're going to be up till 4 a.m. watching Game of Thrones. Yeah. And so, yeah, it's out. We're here. So every week we're got Game of Thrones.
We're itching.
And I don't even know. Do you have any idea how?
No idea.
Who do you think is going to end up on the throne? Like, I don't know. I don't know if we did this before or not.
You know what's funny is I saw a poll today on ESPN, I think, or SportsCenter. It was kind of funny, like witty, and it was odds. Did you see that?
No, I did not.
It was like odds of like who's going to end up on the throne at the end of the season.
I think I heard.
And Tyrion has the best odds.
Really?
Seriously.
Wow. Okay, so who do you think will be on the throne?
Dude, can't even put me on the spot like that. I have no idea. It's going to be a Stark, I feel like. Okay. Or I don't even want to like get into it because
we have to. We're
there's
here.
So much. There's so much.
If you had to place a bet on somebody now.
So I watched a video earlier before we got on this, and I think I showed you portions of it where they talk about Game of Thrones ending brilliantly, right? Okay. So what does that mean to me? Like brilliantly means like it happens all like in the best way possible.
Well, it depends on...
And it makes you feel good, is what they were talking about. It makes you question...
Hold on, did they say it makes you feel good?
It says it makes you question your life in general, is what it said. I believe.
Because so it just depends on your interpretation of Game of Thrones of what you think would be brilliant, because Game of Thrones is notorious for killing off everybody.
Right.
Killing off your favorite character. So if they just go scorched earth and the Night King wins, is that ending brilliantly?
No, I don't think.
You don't think so? Why not?
Night King wins.
They've been nicking people off left and right, and all of a sudden, the final season, boom! Everyone you ever known and loved is gone.
Is that brilliant?
I don't know. Depends on what your interpretation is.
I don't like that.
So who do you? Okay,
I don't like that interpretation.
You don't know. You're not a fan of that idea. So who do you think is going to be on the throne?
It's tough, man.
I have my thoughts, and but I want you to give me yours because mine has there's only one. Maybe two reasons why. I think
ideally, you would like to see Jon Snow on the throne. But
okay, yeah, that's ideally. Who do you think?
Who do I think
will be on the throne? Cersei?
No.
Hey, if it's going to end brilliantly, Cersei's got to go in the most epic way possible.
She's going, dude.
Okay, come on, pick somebody.
Brilliant.
I mean, I'm not going to beat you up.
Brilliant.
There's no wrong answer.
I think Jon Snow.
I think Jon Snow too.
I think Jon Snow. I think it has to be Jon Snow.
Here's why I think,
because he was the character throughout the entire series that you follow, and there was a focal point on Jon Snow, right?
I think the whole series is a story of Jon Snow.
Same here. That's kind of what I was just getting at.
Even though there's Daenerys and all these other characters at the base of it, I think it's going to end up being the story of Jon Snow.
Right.
And so here's my two parts on why I think it'll be Jon Snow. The first is they've already hinted that he's a mix of Stark and Targaryen. Mm-hmm. So he's like the perfect combination of what all the myths and legends of Game of Thrones. He's got all the total package.
Yeah.
But also, so this is a simple, stupid theory I saw, and it kind of makes sense. Jon Snow's the only person they've already killed and brought back. Are they willing to kill him twice?
Right.
I mean, it's a simple breakdown. Like,
yeah.
He's already died. Are they going to kill him again?
Man, that would be brutal.
So,
I mean, talk about ripping your heart out.
I was pissed when they killed him the first time.
I know.
So, I mean, if he dies again, that's not, unless it's a sacrifice kind of way, that's the only way.
To me, that's what brilliant means.
But
brilliant means some form of sacrifice.
I don't know. But at the same time, you also got to see.
Like a really good, it makes you feel good. Sacrifice.
The big twist of this season, which I'm really interested to see play out, of all the storylines that need to get wrapped up and done, how the hell does the aunt banging a nephew and having a baby, how does that end in a good way?
It does not.
Okay. Exactly.
Right.
That's what I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I think so. I
Dude,
just
we're
think it's the story of Jon Snow, and of course, Game of Thrones is notorious for taking everything you've ever known and flipping it on its head. So,
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what to think right now.
for all we know, Bronn fell asleep in the woods, and this is all a dream. And he's gonna wake up, and Ned Stark's gonna be there telling him to come eat some pork loin or something. So.
I like that. That's jacked up. I'd be so disappointed. That doesn't end brilliantly, if you ask me. That's not how I define brilliant.
Oh man! So yeah, Game of Thrones is in starts, and we are in it.
All the feels about Game of Thrones. Everybody's been flipping out about it. All kinds of memes on social media.
It's so good.
I mean,
that one
everything's been great.
Did Barstool do that video that you showed me?
Dude. Complex Barstool.
Is it okay? I think I saw it.
It's
it
like
passed around.
It's like this bar where there's people.
It was a sporting event.
It was a sporting. What game was it? Do you know what game it was?
I can't remember. You know what? I want to say it was one of the March Madness games. It might have been.
Really?
I think so.
Wow.
But anyway, it was a bar video, and they were watching the game on the real video. Because I remember when the real video came out, I just can't picture what game is on it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's a bar watching a sports game, and everyone loses their minds, cheering and throwing beers in there and everything.
Beers go everywhere.
And someone edited it to put the intro to Game of Thrones on it, and it is so funny.
It's great.
It's like, and I think the tag on it is everybody on Sunday night, and it's just the bar goes nuts as soon as the theme song.
As soon as the theme song hits, everybody like freaks out and throws it. It's so funny. It's hilarious.
Oh, but yeah, winter is here.
Man. I can't wait. It's here. It's finally here. We've been waiting.
Yes, the wait is over, and the sad part is it's about to be over for real.
Yeah.
So
I know. And then we put it off even more just coming up here to podcast.
Yeah,
That's how dedicated we are. I'm going to remind everybody we're pretty freaking dedicated to this.
We're in it. We're in it for the long run.
When we say we're going to record on Sunday nights, we're not kidding. We're going to do it.
We're sacrificing our binge watching to come do this. Yeah, it's a big deal.
That's the good thing about streaming, though. You can stream it whenever.
Yeah, that's true. So, and one more update. I think you want to hit us with.
Yeah, I'll hit it with real quick.
Because I love your fascination with SpaceX. Like, I think it's awesome.
I'm fascinated.
And I think SpaceX is cool. I like keeping up, but your fascination with SpaceX is
I don't know what it is.
I love it.
I don't know what it is. It's just the fact that there is the possibility of this whole new world out there, and we're like in the very, very, very early stages of exploring that, and that fascinates me. So, anyways. SpaceX, once again, launched another successful Falcon Heavy. The boosters came back, successfully landed.
So they retrieved all the pieces that they wanted, that they planned to retrieve.
Everything came back to Earth on the, I think it's called the, Of Course I Love You drone ship is what they call it. Which I think is funny. It's clever. I also like their wittiness. Like, they're having fun over at SpaceX. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're making really, really big moves as far as like humanity goes.
But each other having a good time.
But they're having a really good time. Yeah. And I think that's the perfect
awesome.
mix.
That is awesome.
You know what I'm saying? And that goes all the way up to your founder, Elon Musk. So it says a lot about him. But anyways, just real quick, I mean, once again, I think everybody saw in the news, Falcon Heavy successfully launched again this week. The boosters successfully recovered, landed back on Earth.
And nose cone, that's important.
And nose cone, yeah. So, I mean, all good things with SpaceX moving forward. It's starting to become like almost like a regular thing. Like, they're just launching and recovering boosters like crazy.
And now I think they got to the point.
Successful launches.
What I read when we were talking about this is those pieces they recovered, they do have plans now to reuse them later this year. And I think, if I read correctly, that's going to be the first time they actually go to the next step of reusing.
Actually reusing it, yeah.
Because they were recovered in full as expected.
Yeah.
And now they have the plan to reuse them. Yeah. So later this year, blast off, they're going to send them back. Yeah. And that's like, I think that's the next big hurdle.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point is space travel is so expensive. Elon is trying to come up with a way of like, and this is the only way, you know, in order to reduce the cost, you got to reuse.
Right. and
So
and that's the next step.
that's the next step. If you can figure that out, then space travel is up next.
Yeah.
And humans traveling to space.
So if they make a shuttle to go to the moon, are you in?
I'm in. Of course, it's going to be. We probably won't be alive when it's affordable. To be honest with you.
Okay, but so hypothetical here.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they told you it takes, I don't know how many days, a week
Yeah.
to get to the moon.
You know what?
Hold on,
I want to backtrack real quick. It may be affordable by the time before we die off, but
Okay.
I think it's a good 10, a good 10, 20 years before we can actually legit afford it.
Okay, so within the next 10 years, if it was affordable, money's not an option, just travel-wise. Oh, if it takes you a week to get to the moon and they tell you have to stay at the moon, I don't know.
At the Moon Hotel.
Yeah, at the Moon Hotel.
The Moon Airbnb.
Yes. the Cheese Moon Hotel.
Oh my gosh.
For
dude, I get goosebumps.
Let's say
thinking
6
about
months.
this.
Let's say 6 months.
6 months travel?
Yeah. No,
you got to stay there.
It takes a
6
week
months.
to get to the moon.
Okay.
You have to stay there for 6 months,
Okay.
and then you can come back.
I'm down with that.
You're doing that? You're leaving your kids and
6
everybody
months.
for 6 months?
Well, I mean,
No. It's just you. You don't get to take everything with you.
By the time I travel, my kids will be grown.
No, from now or within the next 10 years. That's
Okay.
your window.
Okay. Would I go for 6 months?
Yeah.
I think you have to.
Would you go for a year?
I would probably consider it, yeah.
All right, Cody's kids, if you're listening, your father would go to the moon for a year and leave you all behind.
And I think they would understand that. Like,
No, I'm kidding.
if you have that if you have that opportunity, why wouldn't you take
It
that?
would. I would have to do it because I'd have to know if it was real because my
Right.
conspiracy brain half part thinks we cheated and faked the moon landing.
Oh,
so
no.
I'm that guy. I'll put it out there. So I'm gonna go see if it's real or not.
Oh my gosh!
But
does that tie into JFK conspiracy as well?
We don't.
Which JFK was part of that?
I can't even stay awake long enough to go down those rabbit holes because I can go all day long.
Oh my gosh!
I will get tired and sleepy before I'm done.
Okay.
So don't. But yes.
Well, we both agree you would travel to the moon.
Yeah.
For 6 months or even a year.
Yep. I would.
Like you have to, right?
Yeah.
Let's be serious.
I think so.
If you had that opportunity, would you say no to that?
If it was 2019, I probably would have to pass because I'm not missing Game of Thrones and Avengers and Star Wars. But any other year, I probably
stream it on the
if I have to
outer space Wi-Fi.
Like I have to. Okay, let me phrase it a different way. What's your favorite? Okay, so between the Cowboys and the Hotspurs, what's your favorite?
I mean, I've been
or Rangers,
I've
whatever.
been a Cowboys fan
favorite
longer.
sports team. Period. What is it?
Oh man, that is honestly a really hard question.
Okay,
favorite sports team.
Just pick one. What would mean the most to you? I want to know what would mean the most to you.
Okay, the most to me would be Rangers.
Okay,
I have
so
to say Rangers. If the Rangers win a World Series, I'll flip.
So if the Rangers, you don't get, so you leave in summer, and you don't come back till January.
Oh my God!
If you miss the
World
Rangers
Series.
postseason run and World Series victory, would you still go to the moon?
Yeah, you have to.
Get out of here.
You have to.
No, I would not. I could not.
Okay.
I couldn't. No.
Okay.
If I was gonna miss my sports team winning a championship,
Okay.
No way.
What are the odds of me traveling to the moon the next year? I guess they're probably pretty good if I
None.
go the year before.
None.
None?
None.
Then,
Well,
I'm going to the moon. Because I can watch all the highlights and recap.
okay.
And I could actually watch the entire series over again once I get back.
No.
You can only go to the moon once if that's my only option.
I'm gonna live in the moment. I'm gonna take my sports
You're
team.
crazy.
Well,
you're going to the moon.
I've been called.
You're going to the moon with me.
I've been called worse.
Modern Dude Chat's going to the moon.
Oh, hey, yeah.
That's the headline of this episode.
Send us my moon. Send us my moon ticket. Where's my ticket to the moon? Oh my gosh, we are having fun.
Hey, SpaceX, I love it, and they're only doing great things. So
yeah. Cody
keep
wants
up with
a ticket to his moon.
I'm going.
He'll give you his firstborn.
I'm not kidding. I'm going.
All right. So today, we had some sports topics lined up, and then today happened and kind of twisted that up.
And when you say today happened, I'm going to kind of define that.
Okay.
today sports happened.
Yes. Everything
that you love about sports.
So this is why we love sports. I think that this is why a lot of people connect to sports, because you cannot replicate it, you cannot write it, you cannot predict it. It is
sports.
The best movie,
it's why
series,
it exists.
story you've ever read or watched. Sports presents those in a natural form from time to time. And today,
God, perfect
we were
example.
privileged to get the back end of a comeback redemption story that was gnarly. And we are talking about Tiger Woods' return to glory.
Absolutely amazing.
I mean, you're talking about the most famous athlete in the world. He made the most money at one time, the number one golfer. He dominated ads.
Dude,
he was the man.
I had a poster of Tiger on my wall in like 7th, 8th grade back in the 90s because he was that popular.
Even if you didn't play, because we played golf here and there, but not like big golfers. But even if you weren't a golfer,
we got
knew who
into it.
Tiger Woods was, and you had a poster or rooted for him. Like I'm one of those where if they tell me Tiger's in contention, I'm watching. And I don't typically watch, but you get that whispered, "Hey, Tiger's in the final round." You're gonna take a peek.
Yeah.
And today,
You better pay attention.
he started the day in the final round, was not in the lead, and then made the turn, got in the lead late in the round, ended up winning the Masters. And he is now a 5-time Masters winner, one behind Jack Nicklaus, past Arnold Palmer. Arnold Palmer has 4.
Yeah.
Tiger now has 5. Nicklaus has 6. Just Masters wins.
Yeah.
And then as far as the majors, they said he was done when he had, the scandal with his wife. Then he got a DUI. Then he broke his back shut down on him. He was pretty much crippled and couldn't walk.
He was at his lowest low.
Yeah, they said he was done, just retire, give it up, and then he tried to get back. Wasn't making cuts, could barely golf, trying to make it back. And then at the end of last year, he finally kind of tied it together. You could see the flash, and everyone was like, okay, next year could be it.
Yeah.
And then right out the gate, Masters, brings it home, wins his 15th major.
Yeah.
And Nicklaus has 18. So we're back on the charge to take on Nicklaus, which I hope he does it. And
that plays into that Nike commercial that just came out.
The Nike ad. And it was funny because as you're getting the hint that Tiger's going to win, part of the comments on social media was, "This is awesome, but wait till that Nike ad drops." Nike ads are amazing.
Always.
They do good work.
Always.
So we all at this point, we know Tiger's going to win, but it's like, okay, what's Nike going to give us? And they came through. The Nike ad's pretty dope.
Dude, I mean, this is why everybody loves sports. This is what you live for. You live to see like the controversy and then someone overcome and win.
It's amazing. And just to put
like the most glorious fashion.
To put it in context, the last time he won the Masters was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
It was 2005. We had just graduated high school.
Yeah.
And then the last time he won a major, which I remember watching this, was the U.S. Open in 2008. So 11 years ago.
Right.
And that U.S. Open, I remember
it's a huge
it went, I think it was rain delay or tide. It ended up rolling over to Monday, and I did not go to college on Monday because I wanted to watch this playoff.
Nice.
But it's I think you said it's the largest gap between major victories ever of all time. And then I think he's the second oldest, I think, to win a major behind Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
So Tiger is back.
Dude.
It was amazing. And when this was going on, I heard last night that he was going to be in the final round. And normally, if I hear that, I'm going to keep it on in the background and keep up with it.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I forgot. This morning, I woke up late, and I just started doing my stuff around the house. And then my phone had died, so I was charging it in the other room. And it came midday, and I was like, oh, I'm going to check on social media, see what's going on in the news, see if anything happened. Completely forgot about Tiger.
Yeah.
And right when I got online is when he took over the lead, and I was like, my day was shut down.
Yeah.
Then I was all locked into the Masters, and it was amazing.
And just to give you some numbers, the Masters ratings jumped 5% from last year. And social media just flipped out when this happened.
Yeah, there's a video out there.
Yeah, you sent me the video.
Yeah, and I might share it on our Twitter page. It was a trending map.
Yeah.
And it was lighting up the Masters, and then as Tiger starts winning, the map just explodes on lighting up areas where Tiger Woods is trending or being talked about.
Aside from the Nike ad,
it's a Tiger effect.
Yeah, aside from the Nike ad, the most favorite thing that I saw today in regards to Tiger Woods was 30 for 30 posted Tiger Woods, quote unquote. What if I told you?
Yes. ...
And it shows Tiger with his arms up winning the Masters today.
And so,
dude, I got emotional. I'm like, I feel so happy for him.
And
just to see that.
Everyone
happen.
made jokes about it. We made jokes about it. I mean, Tiger Woods was a joke at some.
Everybody
at one point.
deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
And look what happened when you get that second chance.
It just goes to show you that everyone makes mistakes and goes on the wrong path sometimes, and there's always a way to find your way back.
Most definitely. Dude.
And to see him cap it off at the Masters, God, is amazing.
It's moving.
And like a side note to that, the last few years when he was trying to come back, it was like, oh, these young guys, they know who Tiger is, but no one fears him.
Yeah.
No one, back then they would hear the roar of the crowd when Tiger was playing. If they saw Tiger in the lead or was coming up behind them, golfers would start flinching and making mistakes. And the last few years is, oh, no, we're long past that. These kids don't even remember Tiger that way.
Yeah.
And then today, you saw it again. There was golfers missing easy shots. They saw Tiger charging the leaderboard, taking the lead, and then you saw a couple key mistakes down the road to give Tiger the window, and he seized it. So all this, oh, Tiger doesn't have that. We're too young. These golfers, they don't fear Tiger no more. Wrong. When Tiger's on, he's still got it, and it showed today. And that was awesome to see, too, because I always found it
almost
just
disrespectful.
Well, no, it was
to
just
an extent.
Back in the day, it was so amazing to see the impact he had on golf, where people would hear the cheers of the crowd across the course and know Tiger had just done something, or they would see the name Woods around the top of the leaderboard, and they would get skittish and start screwing up. And that's how he won a lot. Was he would scare opponents just knowing he was in firing range,
and everybody's on fire.
And then today, he's same thing. You start people making mistakes,
dude. And I think that was the greatest thing too, just to see everybody embrace him like they did after he won it.
Yes.
Just kind of like everybody won. Everybody was just waiting for that to happen.
Yeah,
it's great.
And the last cool moment of it was,
I saw a quote before you say that, and I'm not going to mention it word for word, but somebody posted along the lines of, and I think this is what Tiger said. He was like, my kids have only known golf as a negative impact on my life ever since they've been alive, because it was, like you just said, a 14-year stretch before he won another major. And for him to say that, like his kids have only seen golf negatively affect him over the years, and for him to come back and crawl back up and to win it like he did today, and for his kids to be there to see it, like, how can you not love that and get emotional about it?
That's what I was gonna say,
and just feel overwhelmingly great about what just happened.
One of the popular clips at the end was the first Masters Tiger won. His dad was there, and so he got to hug his dad. And then today it comes full circle. His son, I don't even think his son was born. The last time he won a major, even.
That's what I'm saying. Like his son only knows golf as like a negative impact on his life.
So his first Masters, he gets to hug his dad, and this one, his son gets to hug him. So it was a pretty cool scene. It was awesome to see.
Sports, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's why we love it.
And then also end of two eras, I guess, in the NBA.
Another great story.
Yeah, we're going to get D-Wade out of the way first because we don't care for him. But, D-Wade ended his career.
There's another legend to talk about.
Yeah, all right, whatever. We're done.
Congrats.
Yeah, you did fine. But Dirk Nowitzki for the Dallas Mavericks called it a career. Number 41, 21 years.
Legend.
One team.
One team.
And the send-off was amazing.
One team.
One team.
That says a lot.
Yeah, it does.
One team.
He so to just put it in perspective for Dirk, he, of course, 21 years, one team. He ended in the top 10 all time of scoring, rebounds, free throw percentage. He is one of only 3 players with 30,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 3,000 assists, 1,000 steals, and 1,000 blocks. And the other 2 of those 3 is Kareem and Karl Malone.
Yeah.
So, pretty nice company. And he's also, so in his final home game with the Mavericks, he dropped 30 points, and he's the oldest player to have a 30-point game, and that's beating Michael Jordan. So Michael Jordan was the oldest player to have a 30-point game. Now it's Dirk.
Unbelievable.
And the send-off was awesome because he never said he was retiring until the end of his home game.
Right.
And, after the ceremony, they said, we don't care if you're coming back or not. We're giving you your big party tonight. So last home game. And then, of course, he's talking afterwards, and he said he's done.
Yeah.
It was cool because he did get choked up. You saw a lot of emotion from Dirk.
Man. Uncle Dirk.
Yeah, and that's the thing is he never really got choked up too bad until I think the second quarter of the game. They played a video.
All his charity work.
Yeah, well, that video, he does a lot of charity work and does a lot of work in Dallas. Like, he's beloved in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, now, if you're not from Dallas, around here now, Dallas is Dirk.
Yeah.
Like, he's
your LeBron in Cleveland.
I think he would.
Except LeBron left.
I think he's above. I think he's above any Cowboy, any Ranger. I mean, number one Dallas athlete of all time.
Yes.
Period is Dirk.
Hands down.
And he didn't. So he does a lot of charity work and work around Dallas, but he never allowed film crews. And one time he let a film crew go with him to the hospital a few years back, and they put a package together of that visit. And he cried. He was crying mid-game in the second quarter.
I'm not gonna lie, my eyes got watery, dude.
Well,
I mean, you're watching a legend end his career like that, and going out like that.
And what I read afterwards about that video, and I don't know if you know this or not, but like I think they said one of the reasons he got choked up was because one, he connects with all those kids, but one of the kids at the end of the video, he had actually known and got to know and ended up passing away. So it kind of caught him off guard, and hit him in the heart.
And
he
got to spend that time with that kid, and that's emotional.
So and then at the end of the game, I saw another video where Cuban got some of the legends to come out, and Dirk didn't know this was happening. And I saw a video; it was off screen, but he saw what was going on and got a little choked up. But Charles Barkley, Scottie Pippen, Larry Bird, Sean Kemp, and Detlef Schrempf came out after. And all said nice words about it because they rolled a video of who he looked up to, and then they actually had those people. And
it's amazing
for legends like that to take time to come to Dallas. And
let's not only that, let's talk about your owner. I mean, that's why Dirk was here, one team for his entire career because of Mark Cuban, and for Mark Cuban to go out of his way and to identify what he had all along and just expand on it and make Dirk the star that he was.
And he rode ride or die.
Ride or die.
Both ways.
Both ways.
Yeah.
Cuban and Dirk.
Well, and Cuban bought the team.
There should be a documentary on Dirk and Cuban and that relationship because that's what made it,
Well, and Cuban also bought the team right around the time Dirk came to Dallas.
Yeah. So shout out to Cuban. I mean, Cuban played a huge part in all this.
So and he got really he the last week or so he's had a hard time talking about Dirk without getting choked up. And then I did see, which is dope, which is an awesome story.
His kid.
I read that there's because afterwards Cuban told him, "We're going to retire your jersey. We're going to build the biggest, most badass statue outside of the AAC,
as they should."
And he had a job for life.
Yeah.
He always could be with the Mavericks. But I did see an article come out this weekend that they're already moving. Cuban's already trying to find a way to give Dirk minority ownership in the Mavericks.
Nice.
So,
I love it, dude.
He's going to be, and Dirk even said he's a Texan. He's going to be here for a while. Yeah. So really, really cool send off for Dirk. And in his final game, just a tiny note, they played the Spurs in San Antonio.
Yeah.
And Pop gave him some love.
Huge standing
and they did a
ovation.
nice little video at the end at the beginning of the game or at the end or whatever, but just about some good shots and just like a farewell to Dirk in San Antonio. The fans were screaming for Dirk. They were chanting MVP. And the Spurs-Mavs rivalry is so deep here.
It is.
It was just cool seeing a rival of that of that get show love. And he's gotten love all season long. Yeah. But to end it, final game in San Antonio, which is perfect. Like that, if he couldn't finish in Dallas, that was the best place to do it. Yeah. And then Pop showing him love, and then they get in the video. And it was funny because if you see the last shot Dirk ever made, I think Pop gave the Spurs directions. Hey, give him room, let him do his thing. Yeah. And
he didn't give him a whole lot of room.
No, the guy defending forgot. The guy defending forgot that they were doing that.
He still hit it.
And played defense, and Dirk still nailed it. And I think after I can't remember the player, but after the game, they asked him about. He said, or what Pop said. He said, all I can say is thank God he made it, because I would have never lived it down.
But that goes back to just sports, man. Like being a fan of sports and cheering on a guy that is just a legend and an absolute GOAT, and made an impact on everybody's lives. It doesn't matter what team you root for. He's a all-around good ball player, good person.
For me, outside of Brett Favre's official retirement, not the 2 or 3 before that, the official one where he didn't come back. Outside of that, this was probably the most gut-wrenching retirement.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, this is. I don't know. This is one of the first ones that, for our age, where we've seen his whole career play out.
Unfold.
And then you get to the end and such a beloved figure.
And for him to go and win a championship. Oh, I mean.
This is why.
Why.
Okay. The conversation before, this is why I brought it up.
Yeah.
That ride, I don't know if you were invested in the ride. I was invested in the ride of that championship.
Yeah.
Every series.
Oh, yeah.
You would give that up to go to the moon? That's what I'm saying. Okay. If that was the Rangers or the Cowboys, that ride, that playoff, I mean, he put the city and the team on his back. And to top it off, jaded in the face of D-Wade and LeBron in that super team. You would give that ride up for the moon?
Now that you're putting me all up in my emotions.
I think ahead. I knew we were going to get here, and I set you up.
I would second guess it for sure.
Okay.
I would at least second guess
that ride
it.
was so awesome.
You're right.
And it was the same ride.
You can never have that ride again.
No.
And it was
the same ride we went on with the Rangers, but
you're right.
Dirk brought it home.
You're right.
And you can't and
that was magical.
Yes. And after the 06
right. Just like a trip to the moon.
The 06 bullshit. Yeah, it was amazing. So
you're right.
Dirk hangs it up.
I reconsider.
And that's I think let's just leave it at Tiger
sports,
and Dirk.
Freaking sports.
The
dude.
NBA playoffs have started. We'll break that down. We'll get into that later. But I want to end it on a high note with Tiger and Dirk. So
it's a great week for sports.
Oh, so that is going to do it. We are off to go watch Game of Thrones. Thank you again for listening to Modern Dude Chat. Please be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Modern Dude Chat. You can find me at Modern Chuck.
You can find me at Cody Murph, CodyMurf, on Instagram and Twitter. I've been retweeting a lot of sports stuff this week.
Are you? Okay,
yeah.
You've been active?
I've been like sports crying all week.
Okay. Well, as always, we do have a couple goodies, stickers, coasters to send out. Be sure to take a screenshot. Let us know you're listening. Comment, like our stuff.
Goodies out.
We appreciate it. Let's keep this thing going.
Get that Modern Dude Chat beard supply discount code.
If you have at the time of listening, if you haven't watched Game of Thrones, you'll get caught up. And that's gonna do it. We will catch y'all next time.
Peace.